Midnight Funk, episode 15. Fuck it.
Fuck London.
On the track. Bro, you know he's got with Summer Walker. He got a baby with her. He did it
Summer
wrong.
Walker.
Yeah. Her newest album was based off of him.
He hit though. Did you see that one TikTok where it was all like, whoever keeps on sending the videos to my ex, and then she was all like,
I've seen it, but I don't remember what it was.
She was all like, don't you remember that you fucked a 16-year-old girl and you have a baby with her?
That shit was fucked.
And then
got
like,
pregnant, she was like 13.
Yeah. And then like,
he's weird.
And my comment, I think they took it down because I was like, he still hit though.
They took it down?
Yeah.
Bro, this is a good week to do an episode.
Wow, what's up?
There's a lot of topics we got to speak on. Like fucking, how do you feel about Ariel being black?
I don't give a fuck. People, honestly, I think people who are like, I think people are blowing it out of proportion, like about how many people actually give a fuck. Because like, if I would like go up to a random person and be like, "Do you care if Ariel's black?" I'd be like, no.
A lot of people do care though. Like, well, like they don't care that she's black, but like they care that, well, they want her to be white or some stuff like that. But there's been plenty of times in the media where a non-white person was casted as a white person, and there's never nothing wrong with it and shit like that. And then their argument is, oh, what? Even I seen black people say this, and I seen this one TikToker I used to follow. Her name was like Ari Wolf or something like that. She's a dog TikToker and shit like that. She got a whole bunch of dogs. I don't follow her weird ass for that shit because she was talking about the same people that are saying
she has like big eyes.
Yeah,
yeah.
Same
I
people.
follow her.
Fuck her. That
she
shit just pissed me off because
she thick though.
They said the same people that.
But she thick.
No, fuck that. You make me lose my train of thought. But she was saying basically like, you know, black people be mad if they made Tiana white.
Who's
the Princess and the Frog?
Oh yeah.
But that's not the same because when characters, Tiana's race matters, or like or they say making Moana white. Moana and Tiana's race matters to their character. It's a big part of their character. The Little Mermaid being white doesn't matter at all. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The skin of her color doesn't matter. Like that's the difference when they say like, oh, if we make a black person white, you know, they're not tripping and shit. But like most of the time, white characters in media and shows, their race really has no significance. And with black characters, most of the time, the race matters.
When I first looked at the thing, like when I first saw that she was black, I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I didn't care either.
Like I couldn't give less of a fuck what color.
They're gonna talk about some.
Ariel is.
They were talking about some. It's redhead representation. What about all the redhead girls out there and stuff like that? I'm just like,
I mean, at that point, like I get it. Like, you know,
there's plenty of characters that are redheads. Ariel being black doesn't matter.
No, I get like that. You know, like you know what I'm saying that like, you know. But at this point, like, you know, it's a mermaid under the sea. Do you really give a fuck if her hair is red or what? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people just don't like that her hair isn't red enough. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. Her hair doesn't have to be red.
People make such big deals out of the dumbest things.
I mean, she's just black, like, and she's not even like, she's like light skinned.
I mean, she's still black though.
Yeah, she's still black, but like, you know, they try to like.
It's important for young black girls to see representation too. Like Disney, as long as they've been open, they only created 2 black princesses, or I think it was like some shit like that. But every other one is white.
Where the Mexican ones though?
They're making one. There's one that's coming out.
See, just right now.
I mean, but
I rest my case.
Mexicans are starting to get a good representation. They got Encanto, Coco, A Book of Life. Those are pretty good. They're starting to become more, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? They're working on it. I like it. I don't like the little trope that every colored person in a movie, like if it's a black lead, they always end up turning into an animal for most of the movie, or even just a color like Brother Bear.
Yeah,
they were bears most of the movie. Princess and the Frog. Y'all like Inside Out? You like Inside Out? Inside Out was fire.
I don't really watch like Disney movies like that. I really think they're really corny.
You didn't watch it when you were little? Inside Out came out when we were like in 6th grade.
I watched it with my niece.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It was good. I mean, I watched it, but like I really didn't give a fuck about it. Like I was watching it and I was all like, "What is the red haired dude? Why is he always like mad and shit?"
He's angry.
My niece cried when Bing Bong died. I remember that.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Nah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really like Disney movies in the first place. Like, I think they're all the same thing.
So, what's your favorite like animated movie studio? So, like, you like Disney?
I like Pixar. Pixar put out some bangers. Like, I watched Toy Story. And
DreamWorks has some pretty good movies.
What is my favorite animated movie?
I like How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda.
Those are bomb.
Even Shrek is DreamWorks.
Yeah, then I'll go with DreamWorks then.
Yeah, DreamWorks has some bang. I think DreamWorks has the most bangers.
Yeah.
Disney has a few, but most of Disney's are Pixar. So like Toy Story and shit, those are Pixar. Toy Story, Cars might be Pixar.
Okay.
Big Hero 6.
Big Hero. I watched that shit. That shit is not like.
Isn't it based off a comic?
It is, but it has nothing to do with the comic.
Oh. Are you hurt by that?
I don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck about Big Hero 6. No one give a fuck about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody give a fuck about.
Yeah, the Runaways.
Yeah, nobody give a fuck about none of them.
The Runaways was good though.
Like I hate it when people like they people find a reason to complain. Like when it's an unknown comic book character and they try to make a movie about him. It's like, where the fuck were you? Like you're telling me that you're a Guardians of the Galaxy fan before this movie came out.
I wasn't a Guardian. I didn't. I've heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I couldn't name that one member. I could recognize a member. Yeah, but I couldn't name one.
Yeah, no, I'm already knowing. Like I'm already knowing. But
Marvel
like
did wonders for a lot of characters.
Huh?
Marvel did wonders for a lot of characters.
Marvel, like if you're really looking at it at a scale, like when people are like, no, but
Marvel's lineup is full of like C-tier heroes mostly. I mean, not C-tier, like B-tier, like characters that aren't that mainstream, like the Eternals.
The main three right now used to be like the C-tier list of Marvel before it. The big three before the MCU was Wolverine, Hulk, and Spider-Man.
But I'm talking about like most of the people that they're introducing are people like we don't really care about in the comics. Like Kit Harington, you know who that is, right? The actor that played Jon Snow. He plays like what, the Black Knight or something. We don't care about him.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about
like they're introducing characters that are like, you know, people really don't know about. Even like Blade. Blade is a good character, but like a lot of people really didn't know about Blade.
The reason people know Blade is because
his movies.
And plus he was the best like character in a comic book to make a movie about in a certain sense. Because if you look at
about Blade.
If you look at it, like just look at the concept of Blade, and then like that's a fire movie.
It's about a half-breed vampire making other vampires.
Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I liked it.
That's an easy movie to make, is what I'm trying to say.
You like the Resident Evil movies?
Fuck no.
Isn't there only like one good one?
The first one's the only like.
I've never seen them really.
You never seen?
I've seen Silent Hill.
Just keep it like that.
Silent Hill is okay.
Silent Hill
I always thought Silent Hill, Resident Evil were the same thing. They're not.
I hate Resident Evil so much, like the movies.
The games are fire. Did you play the newest one?
Yeah.
The newest one wasn't that scary though.
It was scary for the first, like, I'm going to say hour or two. And then it got unscary.
No, because there's different parts. So, like, when you're in the house with the lady, it's scary. But then after you're in the house for so long, you're not scared of her no more.
There's certain moments, though, she used to pop the fuck up. And I'd be like,
she was scaring me, though. She was scaring me. There's one scene where you're, like, when you're in a dark house and there's, like, a giant baby thing chasing you. Oh, my God. All you hear is the little... You hear his little feet coming.
You hear him crying, too.
Exactly. Such a little bitch asshole. I guess it was fun though. I enjoy story mode games more than I enjoy.
All I gotta say is that he's a dedicated father for that shit.
Whose baby was that?
It's his.
Oh, that was his baby?
Yeah. You wouldn't be doing all that shit for a random baby.
That wasn't his. No, he was. Oh yeah, he was. You're talking about the thing he was going for. I thought you were talking about the big baby that was chasing him.
Oh no, that was just a little make believe thing. But I'm talking about
who baby is this?
I was like saying like.
So you wouldn't do that for your son?
Yeah, I would.
You would.
I mean, yeah, but if it was a random kid, like if it was a random kid I didn't know,
fuck them kids.
For sure. Would you do it for yours? Like,
well, yeah, if I had a kid, of course.
Like, duh, like you're gonna, you know, if you have a kid, then you're gonna go and you're gonna do whatever for him.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Having kids is scary. They're parasites. I most definitely think kids are parasites.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
No, stop lying to me. I know by the pauses. It was you didn't read that shit.
I didn't pause. I read it. It was good.
All right.
My favorite part was when Batman started giving Reptile back shots.
Treason.
See, I told you.
Treason.
Man, that's why his parents are dead. I'm just like, that's not a nice thing to say. How do you feel about PnB Rock passing?
A lot of people are not gonna like my answer, but I honestly don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's your opinion.
I don't give a fuck. Like
you don't care?
I mean, I didn't care. I'm not gonna act like I was rocking with him before he fucking died.
That's me with Pop Smoke. Like I didn't know who Pop Smoke was.
I liked Pop Smoke before he died.
I didn't know who he was, so I really couldn't like him.
Dior. But I honestly like more Pop Smoke songs than more PM.
PnB Rock, like he had a following.
He had a following, but I don't like one of his songs.
Yeah,
and then it got overplayed.
Sad. That's crazy. How? Who was it? I just seen on Instagram. It was someone close to PnB Rock, I think. He was blaming his girlfriend for his death.
You okay there, buddy?
Yes, my foot was stuck in the cords.
Do we need to restart this thing?
No.
Okay, good.
I just had to get my foot out.
Okay.
But
it's like, how many minutes did we got down?
No, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, I'm already.
Yeah. He was blaming her, but that is stupid though. Like, you know how famous he is, and you're posting your location while you're still there though.
I mean, that bitch is stupid. Like, why would you do that?
You gotta call her a bitch.
She's a bitch.
Your words.
Hey, you are a bitch for putting that location out there like that. You got your nigga killed. You should regret that every day for the rest of your life.
He said it, not me. But yeah, that shit is fun. There's videos and you can see his body and shit on the ground.
Yeah, I saw it while you saw it.
I know, but I gotta let that be known because they don't know. You gotta know how to podcast. Come on now, nigga. With your Adidas jacket.
My mom wanted to know the link to the podcast. I was like, no.
Hi, Mrs. Joseph.
It's Mrs. Velasquez.
Hi, Mrs. Velasquez.
Why the fuck would her name be Mrs. Joseph?
I know it wasn't Mrs. Joseph, but
all the shit that we talk about on this podcast, I'm not gonna give her the link to this podcast.
It's okay. I'll give you the link.
Do not.
I'm gonna find her Instagram. Your mom, not Instagram. Your mom has Facebook?
No, my mom don't got anything.
Your mom don't got no Facebook?
No.
Do Mexicans indulge in Facebook like that? Not to be racist.
My mom, I'm not gonna put. You know what? My mom has like a little Instagram account, like, but she like has 0 followers. Well, she does have a couple followers, but that's all her coworkers. Mm-hmm. She just does it to go see what Kim Kardashian and shit like that, and they be doing. Like, she just be doing it just to see like what famous people are doing.
She's a woman of taste. She likes to keep up with the media.
She just keeps up with her media. Like, my mom is a big fan of the housewives, so she be just like following them.
She knows the various housewives of different regions. Bro. I give anybody $1 if they know where I got that from.
Like my mom will sit there and like, if that's a housewife, she's from the housewife, blah 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 blah, Atlanta, blah blah blah. Like, you
better be indulging her too when she tells you about it.
Mean, I love her, but I don't give a fuck about the housewives.
You don't care about the housewives? No,
because like one time there was a show, we were watching football, and then a commercial came up where it was Dak Prescott getting tackled by a housewife, and my mom was like, "Look,
look what Jesus did." That was a crazy movie. What? Ted.
Yeah,
I liked Ted. That shit was funny. He was fucking a bitch with a parsnip in the back. You ever worked at you worked at Walmart before.
I worked at Walmart.
Did you like working at you didn't like working at a grocery store? I worked at Berkshire's. It was cool.
I did some regrettable things at a Walmart.
Who hasn't?
Nah, like, I don't know. I like that job made me, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I don't even want to get into.
It makes you depressed?
No, it doesn't make me depressed. Fuck no.
Do you need to go to counseling after work?
Fuck no. I ain't no pussy. No. Nah. I just got into a relationship at Walmart that I wish I did not get into. I wish I never worked at that bitch, to be honest with you.
I've only had like 3 jobs. I've worked there long. I don't like job hopping. I hate it. I hate having to look for a job. I hate having to do interviews. I hate having to meet people over again. I just be like, fuck. So I just stay.
No. I don't mind meeting new people, but I'm never gonna date somebody from my work again.
Oh yeah, I'll be telling people that, bro. Like when me and Sir used to work together, Sir would be looking at them trying to shoot and shit. I'm like, nigga, I would never fuck with nobody I work with.
Me. That's a horrible idea.
That's what people have drama and problems when they start to mix certain lives that aren't meant to be mixed together. You know what I mean? Like you have your work life shouldn't be the same as your at home life. Stop touching shit. I could tell you were a badass. Do you have silver teeth?
Yeah.
How many? How many?
I'm like at one point like, all right.
See, you just know. I feel it in my jellies. That's every fat nigga. Even if you're not fat, every fat nigga got jellies. If you fat at heart, you got jellies, and y'all might not know what that means.
His jellies are small.
Yeah, they small, but they work though. It's like a sixth sense. So like you just know shit ain't right. You just be like, I feel it in my jellies.
He's real.
So
He's real.
right.
He's really.
It's like a spidey sense, but just your jelly. You don't be feeling shit in your jellies.
Hell no.
You never felt nothing in your jellies.
I felt something.
The more I say, the worse it gets. I promise you, this isn't nothing inappropriate.
What?
It's a metaphorical thing. Nah, what? Shit, it's like a sixth sense, man. Nah,
That's why I was saying that your jellies are small.
My jellies have a good personality. That's funny, bro.
No, but what were we saying?
We were talking about housewives and shit.
Fuck the housewives. If you're a housewife, go fuck yourself. Like, what real problems do you have? Like, let's be honest. All you do is sit the fuck home all day. And, like...
What did the housewives do to you?
I mean, they be acting like, why do they get their own show? They literally have done nothing in their life to deserve a show. Besides, sit down, get fucked.
Most people that have shows did nothing in their life to deserve a show.
Exactly. But this is what I'm saying, though.
A lot of celebrities are nepotism babies.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's like when they get everything fed to them.
It was like they already had a foot in it. So, like, if both of your parents are well-known, accomplished actors and you get an acting job, it's because you're a nepotism baby.
One time with my ex-bitch, we were arguing, like, well, this is, like, from a long time ago. We were arguing because, like, I was a real big fan of J. Cole, and she was a real big fan of Ariana Grande. And she was all like that Ariana Grande worked harder than J. Cole for what she got. And I was like...
Ariana Grande grew up rich.
That's exactly what I told her. But she was like, you don't know how hard she had to work for it. I was like, bitch.
She must not understand how ungodly hard it is to climb out of a hole when you are given no tools.
She was given every tool for her to succeed, and that's why she succeeded like that.
Yeah, J. Cole had to get... J. Cole is one of the only people that got it out the mud. 100% self-made.
On me, and like, just like
no
me,
J. Cole slander on this podcast.
I love J. Cole. Like, I still do. Like, even though I haven't listened to his recent shit, at a moment,
He
like,
dropped nothing really. His newest album wasn't all that for me though.
At a moment in time,
push it in. See, I don't know why it's falling out. You fucking with it. Stop touching it. Now look at you. Don't pull it out like that. You can fuck it up. This is expensive shit.
My bad. You don't. No,
but hell yeah, J. Cole came a long way. J. Cole or Kendrick? No. Nobody in their specific lane of music will ever be better or bigger than J. Cole and Kendrick. Ever.
You talking about like
in their lane of music, their style of rapping.
Telling stories?
Not necessarily just telling stories, but their style of rapping. Like J. Cole and Kendrick have a very distinct style of rapping.
Yeah, you're right.
And like no one will ever top them in their lane of rapping.
Yeah, for sure.
Ever. I don't give a fuck who you say. Them niggas are going down this lane. That's like saying, I think I talked about this on one of the other podcasts. When they were trying to crown Harry Styles the king of pop.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
That's bullshit. I mean, I'm not disrespecting Harry Styles. You know, he's very talented and shit. But to give that title to him, please, no. People do not want to hear that on the podcast. But hell yeah, that's just crazy. You know, there's a theory going around thinking he's bald.
He's bald for what?
Cause it was something. The way it started, it was basically like someone said something that was like one of your favorite celebrities is actually bald and no one knows, and people started thinking it's Harry Styles because he was talking about how like he has bad genetics, and if anybody was to go bald first, one direction would be him. And then there's like clips of him and like on the stage, and it looks like his hair is like flopping up and shit.
Harry Styles is not bald. Like
Harry Styles could be bald. When you have that much money, you can buy wigs that make it like it's natural.
Harry Styles wouldn't need to buy a wig. Harry Styles could get hair implants. He can. There's no way with Harry Styles' money that he's bald. Like I'm just sorry if.
But that doesn't mean that. Like there's other reasons. Just because he has money, yeah, you can get hair implants. But like you know, If he
Yeah,
doesn't
but
wanna
at
do
this
it.
like at this time, at this generation, if you're bald, is by choice. Because if you have enough money, you can't be bald.
But what if he doesn't want to do that? Also, procedure.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
you
just
know,
saying, like that's by choice in that case.
You just got to see. You got to see the evidence. You'll probably change your mind once you see the evidence.
I'm
There's plenty of evidence
now I kind of want to see the evidence. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I need to start coming out here with evidence. I'm coming with my laptop sitting up here. I got everything I need to say.
Yeah, like I now I want to see like him being bald and shit. And can I look it up?
Yeah, you can look it up.
I'm gonna talk while I'm looking it up, but I don't know. I just feel like if he's bald, it's bald by choice. But
dipshit. That's one of my favorite insults.
It's a mid insult.
Nobody. If someone calls you a dipshit, you're just gonna be like, damn. I never had nobody really just call me a dipshit, bro. It's disrespectful. I'd rather be called a dumbass than a dipshit.
You were tripping.
Well, yeah, I'm not letting nobody call me no dumbass. I call somebody a dumbass. I'm sorry. That's not okay. What I be doing, I don't give a fuck.
Let me see. It says Harry Styles balding hair. No. Oh, it says hairstylist instead of Harry Styles. My bad.
There's another thing I wanted to speak on.
What's up? What is it?
I can't remember it. I can't remember it. Yeah. Harry Styles going. That is crazy though. He might be bald. I believe it.
I mean, if he is, what is it like? You know what I'm saying? If he's bald, it's by choice.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. People go bald every day.
I mean,
I hope I don't go bald.
If he's going bald, like literally, it's his choice to go
Out
bald.
of the friend group, who do you think is going to go bald first?
I don't know.
I say either Sir or Jay.
Okay. I think if anybody's gonna go bald, like I think they're just gonna put hair implants.
Now you really think someone in our friend group is going to buy hair implants?
I think so. Why not?
We can't afford no hair implants. That's expensive.
I don't know.
Medicine is overly expensive for no reason. Even taxes are stupid.
That's plastic surgery though.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not plastic surgery.
Yeah,
that's just a regular surgery.
No, hair. No, it's considered plastic surgery.
Why do they call it? I thought only it's so when you get like your body.
It's artificial. It's not artificial hair, but you're getting something transplanted on you. So it's.
But plastic surgery, I thought they called it plastic surgery because they put plastic in.
It's plastic surgery. Cause I heard it.
I don't know shit. I ain't no doctor.
No, it's because I am one, like secretly at nighttime. But like after this, I'm gonna go to the hospital, clock in and shit. Like that's where I be getting all my bands from. Like y'all thought I work at the post office and got a truck. You
thought I was feeling you?
That nigga
no
money. Nah, but
everybody goes viral now.
If Harry Styles is like truly like. I don't think because I think any dude would just rather just get implants than to just try to like cover it up with a wig all the time. Because like there's always that one there's always like that one. What if like somebody like rips it off? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like
no one's gonna get that close to him to rip it off.
Not even that, but there's always a chance it could come off like some like you know what I'm saying?
There's ways to make where your wig don't stay. Like they have actually like wig glue where you not pull it hard, but you can put it like that and like your skin will go up with it and it'll look good.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, just by the off chance, I feel like he would just go and just fucking get a hole. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you think about it,
y'all think down below.
Yeah, comment with y'all. Because I think honestly, with his type of money, he could get like the best fucking hair in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he's bald. Like with his type of money.
So you don't think Harry Styles is bald?
I don't think so. I think at first he was trying remedies to like make it go better, like by naturally, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't work, and I think now he's just gonna do that, like the implants, and then he got the implants now. Cause like I saw what it was talking about. Like back then he used to have like a hairline like that, and now he has a hairline like this. Well, yeah, it's because he got a transplant. He got a hair transplant. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like he has no choice whether to be bald or not be bald.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that
media's been going crazy lately. Huh? It's been a lot of shit. Dirk and India done broke up.
Who?
Dirk and India.
I don't know who the fuck.
You don't know who Lil Durk is?
I know who Lil Durk is. I don't know who the
India
fuck.
India is his fiance. They broke up. You got to see the bitch she cheated on him with. Very mid. Not India bad.
It's there. It's I mean, He can find another bitch just like that bitch. Like within.
That's not the point, man.
I mean, it is.
You suck at podcasting.
What do you
like? You gotta elaborate on you. Like just saying that's not that's boring.
There's a. I suck at podcasting.
With this aspect of podcast, when going in depth with stuff.
Okay, watch this. Dirk could fuck any bitch. Like,
but that's not the point behind it.
You think he cares? Think he cares?
You really think they've been going now for a minute, bro. He most definitely cares.
You think she's gonna get back with him?
I hope not. That's dumb. I don't care what nobody
Does
says.
she make money?
Cheats on you. Yeah, she makes not as much as him, but she has her own businesses and shit going.
Because of who?
Yeah, because of him. But still, I mean, I think she was somebody before him. I don't know. I don't keep up with him like that.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't know either because I'm asking you. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's like almost a 90% chance that she's gonna get back with him. And I don't condone this, by the way. I don't think you should cheat on your significant other. But
each your own, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm human, bro. Do what you want.
Dirk is.
I'm not gonna judge nobody.
Dirk's at a level of fame where, like, if he just wanted to get a little side coochie, he'd probably just get a little side coochie.
Yeah, that's one thing. There's not many artists out there without a doubt in my heart I can say I feel like they're loyal. Like, because most rappers, they don't have reasons to be loyal.
Yeah, I don't even think J. Cole and like Kendrick Lamar would be loyal.
I think J. Cole and Kendrick are loyal.
I don't think so.
They're most definitely loyal.
I don't think so. J. Cole, I'm calling you out right now.
If you think J. Cole's not loyal, you are not a J. Cole fan.
I am a J. Cole fan.
You think out of all the J. Cole's loyal, most definitely.
He's talked about it several times on several songs where he's like,
but that's just songs. It's music. You really can't, you know?
Yeah, I'm guessing, but I'm just saying, like, I just feel like any man, if you're like surrounded by pussy all the time.
Yeah, it's very tempting because when you have any bitch in the room, of course.
Like, I'll say like this. I do believe there's one woman you can love, but I do believe like there can be a slip up. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Like, you know, one dude, like, I'm going to stop talking because I'm speaking myself into a grave right now. No, like, no, I'm just thinking like, cause there's girls like constantly like just throwing themselves at him like every day, all the time. And then like, what if like he's horny like one day cause his girl didn't give it up to him for like a week, you know what I'm saying? And then like, you know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, like a pretty bitch like just throws it at him and he's like, you know what? Might just go fuck her like real quick, then come back out, like a quick 15-minute sesh. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause guys
live a lifestyle like that shit.
Guys could do that without getting emotionally attached to the bitch.
Would you rather have $100 million, but you work 5 days a week, 12-hour shifts, but you get $100 million a month, or would you have $10K a month? Not $100 million, $100,000 a month, or would you rather get $10K a month, but you didn't gotta work? I'd rather do the $10K.
Yeah, I do the $10K.
Most definitely. $10K is more than enough to live on.
You can live a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Hella nice.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
That's 120. What you make with?
Like, but what's the job for 12 hours a month?
I don't know 12 what hours. The job is. It's just 12 hours of your.
If I'm doing construction work, then I'm taking the $10K. But if I'm doing some shit where like I'm like you know,
I really wouldn't do nothing for 12. 12 hours is a long time for 5 days a week.
Yeah, that is a long time.
You can't do shit. You're gonna be tired even on your off days.
That's true. I would just take the 10K.
That's ridiculous. 12 hours, three 12-hour shifts is a lot.
But what if
off?
Yeah, that's true.
That's most of the day. You got to think about the time it takes to get there and stuff like that, getting ready. So you really are going to have like...
Yeah, you only have 2 days of your life.
Yeah. You're not even going to have the days you work. Because when you get off, you're going to want to go to sleep.
You have to
8
go
hours of sleep.
Yeah.
12 plus 8. That's 20. That's 4 hours of free time.
20?
Not even counting time to work, back from work, to get ready. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. I wouldn't do that.
That 10K though, that 10K sound nice.
Yeah, the 10K is good.
10K
a month is crazy.
Yeah, that's way more than what people make.
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah. I was thinking of 10K a week.
Nah, 10K a week is...
10K a week is crazy too though. But
10K a week is crazy.
Both is good.
Yeah.
I'll take both. There's females and not even just females. There's people that say 100,000 a year is not enough to live on.
That's enough to live on.
You don't know how to live then. If 100K isn't enough to live on, it's not enough to live as free as you want. But if you spend your money right, 100K should be more than enough.
You could
take care of yourself.
You could pay off a good house with 100K a month, with 100K a year, and you could be also like, you know what I'm saying. You could have a good, like, you know what I'm saying, a good job, a good job. Not a good
Yeah,
job.
you can get you a pretty decent apartment too.
Yeah, I mean you wouldn't even need an
100K a
apartment.
year. That's like I think it's a little under 7K a month,
Yeah, I mean
or probably a little more than 7K a month.
no. If it's 10K a month, then you're making 120 a year.
Yeah, so it's about 7.5K a month.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's pretty good money.
because like the house bills aren't gonna be that crazy, and you know what I'm saying.
It depends what you get and where you get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everything. A lot of people don't know how to.
because like if I made that much money, I would chill out until I paid off my house. Because I'd make crazy good like house payments. Chill out till I paid off my house, and then I'd buy a new car. Because right now I could just keep the car that I got right now. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Like people thinking like, oh, because like I gotta have a new car. I gotta have you know what I'm saying? I gotta have But what about like like what the fuck? What do you want to like? What are you gonna do with all that shit? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit's weird. Like people, it's not all about materialistic objects, but then it kind of is to a certain like. People say life isn't about materialistic objects, but if we didn't have materialistic objects, we would live nowhere. The house is a materialistic object. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying by that. For sure. But here's my rebuttal. Batman.
That's pretty shitty.
Nah, but really, I think materialistic. Like I think you can be materialistic, but to a point. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have a nice flat screen TV, but it doesn't have to cover the whole roll. You know what I'm saying? Like some people want the absolute peak of the peak of the peak.
But that's what brings them joy.
If that's what brings you joy, like whatever, to each their own. But some people can save and some people can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like a lot of people, their parents didn't really teach them how to save and stuff like that. Or like they grew up with so little. Now that they get money, they can't hold on to it.
I wouldn't mind living like my parents. Like I wouldn't mind living like my parents at all. My parents make good money, and my parents, we make like, you know what I'm saying, like
No, but it's the fact like a lot of people grew up not having so little. Now when they have their own money to actually buy the things they want, they're gonna get it because they never had it. There's a lot of people out there like that. Like they didn't necessarily grow up with nothing or grew up dirt poor, but it was just that like.
See, but it's that mentality is what leads you to be broke.
But like, their parents didn't really raise them to. It all goes down to your parents teaching you how to be. Because we are who we are because of our parents. Our parents, without even knowing it, they mold us into the exact person we are today.
Yeah.
Through the experience they teach us, the things they do, everything. So it's just like when your parent, like the little shit matters too. Like a lot of parents. Little kids, because this used to fuck with me a lot. Like, I was my mama had 4 kids, so like I really didn't have a lot of toys and shit like that. But my little cousin Devin, he was the only child, so he had a lot of toys and shit because it was just him. And it's just that like when people grow up with so little, they can't help themselves but indulge in it. You know what I mean? It's like what's the word? It's healing the inner child inside.
Yeah, I mean.
Why you fucking up the book?
Because I like the pictures in it.
You gotta let them, now they can't see it.
But I feel like that too, brother. But at the same time, I just feel like you need to control yourself. Because if you feel like that, then there's never a limit of what you can get and what you can buy. Because the only thing about numbers is numbers never end. There's after one number, there's always going to be a second number. Like you can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. You're just itching to scratch that will never be fulfilled.
But it's not that it won't never be fulfilled. They can't help it because when you grew up without for so long, so like people feeling good feels really nice. You know what I mean? So buying the things you want, that makes them feel good, and they really can't help it. I know a lot of people, even today, like when they get money, it's like it's burning a hole in their pocket. Like they gotta spend it. They just gotta get something they want. But people don't realize, like, if you want to build wealth and get your money up, you got to live like you broke. Just because you have it doesn't mean you have it.
No rich person spends money like that, like how, you know what I'm saying? Like no rich person like will spend money like that until they're actually like they're afford like they're
Yeah, that's why like I've had friends. They'll tell me like, "Oh, you be having money, but you're always acting like you broke." Because I got money, but I really don't have money. Do I have money? Yeah, I have money I can spend, but I really can't afford shit. If I feel like I can't buy it at least twice or 3 times over, I can't afford it.
That's true. Yeah, I respect that because, I mean, sometimes I could be frivolous with my money, but it's only when it comes to food and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not with food. No, it's with food, but
Food is good. Food is expensive now though.
Hell yeah.
You're not getting a meal for under $10 no
because I don't get like a lot of it because like, but when I do, like, I'll go somewhere like fucking like,
bro,
like Outback
literally,
or some shit.
Even McDonald's is expensive. I'll go to McDonald's, get 2 McChickens, a large fry and a drink. But I have like the little coupon, so I get my large fry for $1. And my total will still be like $8, $9. That shit, that's bogus.
Yeah.
For fucking McDonald's. Everything is so expensive
Well,
now.
it's because everything's going up now.
Everything's slowly been going
Everything is fucking getting pricey as shit now. Like, you know how like when my grandparents talk about like how they afford shit, I just don't like to listen to it because like back in your time,
my mama told us she moved out when she was 18 and her rent was $300 a month. If my rent was $300 a month,
I would have been gone.
I'd have been going to dance turn 18
Oh,
at midnight.
Me, I would have been gone. You could work at a fucking, you know what I'm saying, like at Walmart, and you could fucking
and like there's some places, or at least in Texas, where you can get a place for like
fuck Walmart,
$600, $700 a month, but like it's not gonna be. It's gonna be really shitty.
Yeah,
and that's like it's crazy how the prices are going up, but nothing is changing.
Like
there's no new amenities. There we go. But the economy always goes up and down, though. So
fuck you, Joe Biden. Fuck you, Joe Biden. None of us like you.
Joe Biden.
You're a bitch. Senile bitch. Okay, that's all I want to say.
R.I.P. the Queen.
Fuck her too.
Now the Brits are coming for you.
Fuck all them.
Damn, if only Corey was here to do this accent.
Hell no, I'll challenge all you British people who wants to vote.
They gonna stab you.
I don't give a fuck. I'll challenge y'all to a duel. How about that?
To a duel?
How about that?
Oh,
catch me in a duel.
He's coming for you. Y'all killed the Queen.
As soon as they fucking pull out the sword, I'm gonna.
You gonna be surprised when he cut that mud in half.
Oh, shit, yeah. I hope they can do it with the fucking automatic. If they can do that shit, they win.
Their bite is poisonous.
Who?
British people.
Oh yeah, because they got the fucked up teeth. Yeah.
That's crazy. You know, like George Washington used to have wooden teeth.
Bro, have you seen the chompers of some of the British people? Like,
yeah, they be having some chompers.
Like,
they
bro,
have poor dental.
It's not even that. It's not even like, you know, even like the royalty, whatever the
royal family.
The royal family. It's not even that they're fucked up because they're straight, but they're so fucking big. Like their teeth are so genetics. Fucking big. Like they're so fucking big.
They do have big teeth.
Like they look like they put like some like fake teeth, like fake like comical teeth inside of a real person. It was all like, now smile. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking insane. If I had teeth like that, I would never smile.
Do you think that the royal family killed Princess Diana?
I've been hearing about that ever since the Queen died, but I really don't know.
You've never heard about that even before the Queen died?
I heard about it. Like, I've heard, like, references to it and shit, but I never looked into it, is what I meant to say. Like, I've heard about it.
The story's crazy, bro. So,
do they kiss?
They have kids together. Okay, so the Queen's son, the King Charles, he was in love. His wife now, he always loved her, but he couldn't marry her because the Queen didn't allow it. So he had to marry someone from a big family.
That's fucked up.
I mean, yeah, it's fucked up. But so he ends up with Diana, and you know they get married and shit. But he's still messing with her, like the girl that he loves and shit. Mm-hmm. So their marriage just starts falling apart and shit. And if you get divorced in a royal family, you can't inherit. Like, you're supposed to get skipped over. He didn't get skipped over, but they end up getting a divorce after being married for 5 years. Like, they just did their duties and then just split. But then, you know, Princess Diana was doing her thing, and one night she was out with some people, and they were driving 70 miles per hour. They left, and people say that paparazzi was chasing them, but they weren't. Or the different counts, you know, say different things. But so they crash, and they hit a wall going like 70 miles per hour, and everybody died on impact besides Princess Diana. They didn't have their seatbelts on either. And they said if Princess Diana would have had her seatbelt on, she would have survived. No, that wasn't her. That was someone. That's a different story. But Princess Diana, after the crash, you know, she was up and she was talking. She was fine. And then they take her to the hospital, and then like she falls unconscious and then she ends up dying. But a lot of people say like, one, they took her to the hospital that was further away than the closer one, and there's multiple people saying like, oh, they seen like her ambulance stopped. It stopped.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, like halfway through it just stopped. It was a whole bunch of things.
That's what I'm hearing. Like the queen is like a bitch. Like that, she was a bitch. Like,
oh yeah, a lot of people don't like the queen because Britain has done a lot of atrocities and stuff.
And first of all,
even like in Kenya, they allow over 150,000 people in Kenya to be tortured.
You know that she went to like a little like what's it called?
There's the pictures of her shaking hands with Hitler.
Yeah,
I want to see them. I'm gonna look them up after this.
But did you know that she went to like a child orphanage?
Yeah, and they said like 8 of those children went missing later.
12.
Yeah.
12. Like the exact same day she left,
they went missing.
12 children went missing from that orphanage.
You think they're eating the fetuses?
I don't know what they're doing to those kids, but like that's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were kids. I'm sorry.
Like, but no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, how the fuck do 12 kids go missing the day after?
They most definitely have. I mean, they're the royal family. They most definitely have the means to cover shit up.
Like that's insane.
I like to believe that they murdered Princess Diana. It's a really.
You
good
would
story.
like to believe that?
I mean, there's not.
Okay.
There's more evidence proving towards it than proving not towards it. And
yeah, I'm gonna just say this like.
And look, you want to know even something better that further plays into this? So, Prince Harry, you know who he is? He married Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
So he even said like the reason why they left the royal family is because he didn't want his wife to end up like his mother, having to raise his kids by herself. That's basically like confirming it.
Yeah.
If someone in the royal family believes that his mother was taken out purposely, I believe it too. Yeah. It's crazy. Like being in the royal family, yeah, it's an honor, but like it wouldn't be good for us because it's just so many rules and restrictions.
I wouldn't like it because I would have to marry a person I don't love, and I couldn't fuck with that.
It's not like that all the time necessarily.
I mean, but they did that with him. But like,
they did that with him because,
and then they did that with Harry though. They did that with Harry. Harry wanted to marry her, and then they were all bashing her. They were even having discussions on how the baby would look after when it's born. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. If Harry wants to have a little jungle fever, let him have a little jungle fever.
But when you're in charge of a country.
But what does that have to do if your country has black people in it and you?
No, I'm not saying he shouldn't date her and stuff like that just because she's black. What I'm saying is the royal family. I feel like they have to make different sacrifices. That's just because how things are.
This is the way I look at it. He will never be king. No matter what happens,
he's never too far in the line. Even the more it goes down, the more he's just gonna fall lower in the line.
Yeah, no, he cannot be king. Like literally, his brother's sons would have to die for him to be king, and that's not gonna happen. You know
his brother has 2 kids. Yeah, so if his kids were to die,
he would be
after him,
and that's not gonna happen. So like,
you never know.
Okay,
I can make it happen. I'm just playing.
You want to do it?
I don't care who's king in the UK. I'm an America.
I don't know.
American.
Fuck yeah. I mean, they would laugh at us if Joe Biden died.
No one would care.
No, the world would keep on going.
Our president is because we elect different people. The memes are funny
as fuck though. The memes on
about Joe Biden or the Queen.
The Queen. Yeah. Like people, like America all this week has been like, "Fuck your homie dead," and like
I don't like, but they're combating us joking about the Queen by making fun of 9/11. That's
Yo, Queen
that's
dead.
A D. Talk about like JFK or something.
I don't mean Yo, Queen dead. I mean like what?
9/11. Damn, that's harsh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, at the same time, like, what happened? Like, your queen dead. Fuck your queen.
Don't say that. That's not nice.
Okay. We just got here and started saying how she's an awful human being, and then
I just said she did fucked up shit.
She's an awful human being. Like,
I just know what I'm told. I don't know nothing about it.
If a normal person would have did half the shit she did,
I don't know what she did.
Like,
I know like the shit we were talking about, but like. Yeah. Someone shaking hands with Hitler is going to make me necessarily hate them automatically.
Not even that. It's the Kenya shit. It's the Kenya shit.
But
and shit like that. She had the power to stop that.
that's surface value. That's what we know. Like, we don't know what they know, so I just stay out of it. I don't have no judgment over it.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of evidence pointing that she's not a good person.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of evidence pointing at she's not a good person. Like,
they said she wasn't that good of a mother neither.
No, she was a horrible mother. Everybody in the family said that she was a horrible mother. That she didn't even
sweet little old lady.
Every old lady looks sweet when they're old. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell a mean old lady by looking at them.
I don't care. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically what she would do is she would go out and like go to different countries and shit, and then she would have like basically the maids and shit like take care of the children and shit. Like, and there was even some cases where they said they didn't see their mom for months. How can you do that? You know what I'm saying?
You're running a country.
No, but she was going over there by choice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she could bring her kid. She could bring her kids. There's no excuse for her not bringing her kids everywhere she wanted to go. She's the fucking queen.
But it's also good for kids to have a sense of normalcy in their lives. You know what I mean? If a kid is moving around place to place, they're not really going to have that. At least just, little kids need that connection.
But they said even though when they were there, like when she was there, she wouldn't even like talk to them. She would like not even go to their rooms or nothing like that. She would go on the other side of the palace.
They say,
and like they would their maidens who took care of them every day would still be like their parent even when she was there.
They say King Charles literally does nothing by himself. Like, he dropped something in an empty trash can on accident, and he literally called his butler or whatever from like 3 flights downstairs to come get it out. Or like he has people put toothpaste on his toothbrush and stuff.
1 inch of toothpaste on his tooth. Yeah,
if
like
you got that, hey, as long as I'm getting paid for it, I ain't got no problem. Shit.
I wonder how much they do get paid for it. Honestly,
I really don't think they get paid enough. They
for
probably get paid minimum wage on some shit.
For me to babysit a grown ass man like that, like I would have to get paid like a shitload. Like I would have to make like.
I don't think they get paid as much as you think, because they're also provided everything. You know what I mean? Free room and board and shit like that. Because I'm pretty sure they live at the palace.
I wouldn't know. I mean, we probably have to look into that after this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna say this: I will be damned the day if I don't get paid a lot to fucking babysit a man. Like, if a man, this is exactly what he does. Like, he'll be like, move that, and they have to pick it up and move it for him. The day I have to do that, I would have to get paid a shitload, because that would hurt my pride as a man in the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like you know what I'm saying? Like,
but then a lot of people look at it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people look at it as an honor.
If you look at it like that, you're a fucking idiot.
But you can't really say that, because that's the way they grew up. They were taught. Like,
just because you were taught like that doesn't mean it's right.
But you can't really judge them off of acting how they were taught. They knew nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you're saying that it's like you think that that's right. I'm saying I don't think that's right at all.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's not fair to really judge them when they were raised that way, because
they
didn't have a choice in it. Like, you know what I mean? So even like in Game of Thrones and shit, they operate on an honor system. That, like, you know what I mean? Honor goes a long way and shit like that, and respect.
No, I understand that. Like, I understand what you're saying, brother.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like they have no choice in how they're raised.
Dose of Game of Thrones.
Huh?
That's the weekly dose of Game of Thrones. I talk about it at least once.
Yeah. Hey,
that's just crazy.
Damien told the king, "I fucked your baby."
His baby?
Your daughter.
Damien.
Damon.
There you
Damon
go.
said, "I fucked your baby."
It's crazy, bro. Like, damn, that's his knees. He did her wrong though. He was most definitely manipulated. Like, that was abuse.
I know it's normal for their family, but looking at it from an outside perspective, that's fucking weird.
That's why I try to tell people, like, yes, it's gross, but you gotta cut them some slack because they were raised that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that. Like, I know that's how they were raised. Like, that's how like generations of them like survived, because they were fucking each other and shit like that. But like, I just don't. I couldn't, like, cause since we're like normal people, we can't look at it a perspective of like, oh, you know, they're.
I just don't let it bother me that much when I hear it. Like, yeah,
I mean, it's at a sense you get desensitized when you watch enough Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's how it is for me. Like,
because when I first watched Game of Thrones, the first episode,
yeah,
it was a
I
brother
didn't realize they were
clapping his
siblings at
sister.
first.
It was a brother clapping his sister, like giving her back shots in a fucking tower.
I was like, hey, nah.
I was like, what the?
That's one thing about like Game of Thrones was so confusing at first, because it just throws you in there.
I had to consult my dad about it. I was like, Dad, I thought that was her brother. And my dad was like, it is. I was like, but
You know, most people didn't even know that was her brother at the end of the first episode.
I was like, but what? But I was really like at disbelief. Like
It's because the books are so much better because we get to hear the insight and like we can hear in their heads and what they're thinking and shit. And then like in the show, it all just happens fast. But in the books, by the time that part happens, the book is like already 30-40% in. So you've already been reading for like 10 hours. So if you heard these names plenty of times, so
you already know they be fucking.
Not that you know that to be fucking, but like you know who these people are.
Yeah.
And shit. Because like when that happened, it was just like, bro.
That was insane to me. Like that was insane. Like for me, just to walk into Game of Thrones like that.
It wasn't as insane for me because I didn't realize they were siblings. But it was fucked up when he pushed that little nigga down there. I was like, damn. I was like, okay, now I gotta watch this show. It's a good first episode. Like that's a good episode to start off a show.
Yeah, the first season's good.
Yeah, the first season. Where do you rank first season? What rank your seasons?
Okay, first of all, the last 2 seasons were absolutely.
The first half of season 7 wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I understand that.
Season 7, I'd rather keep season 7 than season 8.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like season 6. I think that's number 1 for me, or 5.
There's 8 seasons, so I say season 4, 3, 5, 1.
I forgot how cold Jon Snow was. Now that I'm watching this shit again,
He was okay.
Jon Snow was not okay. Jon Snow was cold. Like he went into war, took out his knife, would kill people, and then like would still run up. Like
That in the show, it's heavily plot armor. Like in the books, I mean, even in the show though, like Jon Snow, yeah, he's a good fighter, but he's not really nothing special.
Yeah,
he's not gonna go down like
but top. They in the show they made him look like he was the best swordsman. It's because you read the books and then you knew the difference between the books and the show. The show they implied it even a couple times when it was the Battle of the Bastards. They said you may be the best swordsman to ever live. Like they were telling Jon Snow that.
That's BS. That's just bad writing on their end because season 6 didn't happen in the show. But
yeah, you talking about in the books.
The person that they would give that title to is either
Jaime Lannister.
No, what's his name? Sir Arthur Dayne or Aemon the Dragon Knight. Aemon was a Targaryen, but he's not born yet. Sir Arthur Dayne. You know that one scene where it's a flashback and it was like Lord Eddard and his friends and that nigga was fighting with 2 swords?
Yeah.
That's Sir Arthur Dayne. He fought like 4 niggas by himself. He was going to win. Sir Arthur Dayne is the best knight to ever live. And Sir Aemon the Dragon Knight. I don't know too much about him.
I want to know more, Lord. God damn it. I didn't even touch it this time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it just slips out. Like, there's too much lube in it. Nah, but there's a lot of lore behind the dragons and shit. Like, I want to know more about the dragons.
There's not too much lore behind the dragons, but
no, there's a lot because like there's a like I look up YouTube videos about it.
Yeah, I do too. Like even watching like there's lore, but like nothing we really know about the dragons is really just set in stone. It's more like hearsay.
Yeah, I know. That's what I like about it. I like
like no one knows where dragons came from and shit. Like people think that they found where Valyria started.
Where did a bear come from? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just something that's been here all this time.
They say it in the sense, I don't know, because dragons, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but like
it'd be cool if there were aliens on that planet.
That's one of the theories. Like they're kind of like aliens. I'm gonna tell you the 3 theories. There's one that like Valyria was built on a volcano, so when the first people that settled where Valyria was, they found dragon eggs. You know, it hatched, and they had dragons and shit. But then there's another one that says there used to be 2 moons, and one of the moons hatched. And like one of the moons got too close to the sun, and it hatched, and dragons came. But then they also think, because Valyria,
that one's
bullshit. They did like a lot of magic and shit. It could be true. It's Game of Thrones. You never know.
Yeah.
But this one is better because there's a wyverns in the world of Game of Thrones.
What's that?
A wyvern is like a dragon, but that doesn't breathe fire.
Oh.
But there's wyverns, and then they also have these things called bloodworms, and like they're really hot and they can breathe fire, and they're little, so they think that like they use magic to combine them.
Oh, that's a better theory.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
I think so too. I don't really like the space one. That one's kind of bullshit. I wish it would have been like a meteor or some shit, but
I really wish they went back and made it about like the old king, because his family was crazy. So like his niece She flew off on Valerian and she was gone and no one knew where she was. Valerian just took her somewhere. Then he came back and she had like things crawling in her and like her body was like on fire and shit. It was blood worms inside of her and they put her in the water and they died. And she died too. But like they don't know where Valerian took her and it's such a big thing because when Valerian came back, he had hella battle scars and shit like that. Like he had a big old 9-foot scar on his body.
9 foot?
And that says something because like, what the fuck can do that to a dragon?
Yeah,
like, I showed you the picture how big Valerian is.
Yeah,
for him to have a 9 foot and dragon scales are stronger than steel.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy. There's pretty good lore.
And I like there's a theory that there's like a folktale in Game of Thrones where like in the ice, like you know if you like if you sail towards like Antarctica and stuff like that on their map, that there's ice dragons over there.
There's the Antarctica of their map is just like the opposite side of the wall.
Yeah. But there's theories where there's ice dragons.
There's more magic going on in the books than in the show. So like there's these things called like glass candles and it only lights when magic is strong in the world and they just relit. It's crazy. It's a lot of crazy shit. There's a did I tell you this theory? You know Euron, the Ironborn nigga? In the books, he has a horn, and it's a dragon binding horn. And the theory is he's going to steal one of Daenerys' dragons.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I told you.
Yeah, you told me.
That shit's crazy.
I listened.
I wasn't sure if it was you or Jay.
Nah, it was me.
But that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
And there's another horn. It's the Horn of Winter, and if you blow it, it'll bring down the wall. But they couldn't find it.
Oh man.
Hell yeah! And there's prophecies and shit. The books really
I have a prophecy.
skips a lot and takes out a lot of characters. What's your prophecy?
Every time, like, the night sky, if I see a bat symbol,
That's not a prophecy.
It's a promise.
It's a promise?
You get it?
Yeah.
In the comic books, that's what it is.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
In the comic books, that's what it is. It's a promise.
Oh,
they ask him, like, why do you do this? I made a promise.
This ain't Batman, bro. He is a man-child with parent issues.
I mean, are you going to tell him that, though?
I would talk to Batman how I want. Batman's not going to hit you just to hit you.
I feel like it depends on what age he is. If he's in his first couple of years of being Batman, he would most definitely punch you in the fucking face. Like, if it was year one Batman, he would stick you.
I'm going to call the cops. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do against this nigga. But shit, we're about to head out. It's been a fun episode. Midnight Smoke, episode 15. Out.
Yeah, I fuck your baby mama.